After 3 years of being listed as one of the 1,000 fastest growing companies, a subscription business is plateaued at $45 million annual recurring revenue for the last 18 months. The founder has assembled a spectacular team, and they have a plan for growing out of their plateau. And yet, investors have asked for a second opinion. Long-term subscribers are canceling at increasing rates. And the diagnosis seems simple. We've got to increase more value to become more indispensable. Maybe, but there's something about that diagnosis that really bothers me. If long-term customers were not getting enough value, why did they stay for years before quitting? Welcome to another episode of Be Unleaveable Investigations, where we answer the question, why do some subscription businesses become indispensable while others are easy to leave? Let's see what we can learn from the team. We're going to hear from each of the key leaders who have helped fuel the fast growth for this company over the last several years and find out their perspective on this recent revenue plateau. First up, the CFO. We've run thousands of customer comments, reviews, and survey responses through AI to discover the patterns that are invisible to human analysis. The market is changing. Customers want faster results, more AI capabilities, and clearer differentiation. We need some fresh features to drive new advertising campaigns around what customers are responding to now. That's entirely plausible, but it doesn't explain something. Why are long-term subscribers who tell us that they love us quitting? Let's hear from our sales manager. He and his team are right at the front lines, working with prospects and bringing them into the membership. We're seeing more price resistance than we did 2 years ago. There are credible competitors coming in below us, and we're losing deals that we used to win. We'll always be the premium provider, but I think the premium has gotten too big. Give us some more competitive pricing, and we'll get revenue growing again. Maybe. But more competitive pricing is not going to stop long-term subscribers from quitting. Let's hear from the customer success team. Here's what's strange. Our customers report that they are happy with what we provide. Support satisfaction is strong, and when we ask people why they're leaving, they give us glowing compliments and often testimonials. But then they tell us that they don't really need us anymore. Happy customers who don't need us anymore. Now, let's hear from the product team. We're not behind on features. Here's a feature analysis. We compare extremely well. And look at our product release roadmap. We've got improvements coming out over the next 2 quarters. If it's a value problem, we're already solving it. So we've heard from the team. The marketing team wants new features. Sales, they want lower prices. The support team, they want something that's going to save subscribers. And then our product team tells us they're rolling out product features and compare very well to our competition. So what do you think? Enter your diagnosis into the comments and let me know. This is where we enter the picture. The team is focused on new marketing campaigns. They're rolling out new product features. They're trying to create some save campaigns. And yet, they've already been plateaued for the last 18 months. Are they really going to be able to turn it around doing the same things over the next 6 months? And 6 months are incredibly expensive. What if the investors lose faith in the CEO? What if the CEO starts replacing some members of his team because he's losing confidence that even these A players are going to be able to turn this around? So we don't have the luxury of time. Even great teams who are doing excellent work can be reorganized when they're working off the wrong diagnosis. I've seen this exact problem many times, and I learned this lesson from my bug man. Back in 2003, my pest control operator could teach these executives what this problem is that has caused this plateau. Our bug man had a key to the house, and he would come while everybody was at work treat for insects, spiders and roaches or anything else that inhabits the state of Florida. And he would leave an invoice and leave. After a couple of years, my wife came around and said, should we really be paying this invoice anymore? Maybe we can cancel the bug man because I hadn't seen any bugs in months. It's interesting. The bug man's success had been making the need for his product invisible. Then he changed a tiny thing. When he visited, he left a door hanger. And this door hanger had images of several different critters, and he would X out those critters in order to demonstrate the value of his product. It was actually pretty interesting because sometimes if he visited and treated the house and left an invoice without leaving a door hanger, we'd wonder, did he actually treat the house? As it turns out, he was no longer in the pest control business. He was in the door hanger business. Now back to our $45 million subscription business. What if the mistake that they were making is that they conflated delivering value with demonstrating value? Those two things are distinctly different. While each member of the subscription team was doing a great job, there was an integration problem. Nobody was asking, what does our subscriber experience? In this case, nobody owned communicating value to existing subscribers. And churn is where that problem became visible. Before your next executive meeting, here are a few questions that you can ask that can slash your churn rates and restart growth if you've experienced a plateau. What is our door hanger? How do we repeatedly demonstrate the value we deliver? And what are the insects that our subscribers aren't experiencing because we're delivering such an effective product? That last question can be worth a lot of money. If you'd like to do a better job of communicating the value that your subscription delivers to your current subscribers, I've created a quick 2-page team cheat sheet that walks you through how to identify the value that your subscription delivers and how to communicate that to your current subscribers. You can get access to that by visiting beunleaveable.com/investigations. This case brought up an interesting question. Why is it that each member of the team can be effective, doing an excellent job, and recurring revenue remains flat? Well, you got a fascinating case next up on Be Unleaveable Investigations, where we dive into exactly why every department can be winning. So why is growth losing? We'll see you next time.